Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Make sure you go over to Don't Tell My Wife on Facebook. Check out the group, great group of collectors. Check it out. So, bit of a surprise. I ended up getting the InArt 1/12 scale Batman from The Dark Knight Rises. Today, this is the standard version. Again, it was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't ready. Here's the different sides of the box. I cut it up a little bit. So I wasn't ready, so I'll do my best to do a kind of quick review. So here are the instructions that come with it. On the left is what you get with this release. On the right there, that is for the deluxe. I did not get the deluxe. And here it shows you how to basically put the figure together and whatnot. So with that, let's take a look at the figure. Here he is in the package, and the cape comes separately. The cape is not wired. You get a couple mouthpieces there. You get his various guns from the movie over here. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2 is 10, and then a bunch of batarangs, and then you get the figure. So there is the cape right there. So here are the accessories. There's a lot in here. So let's take a look. You do get those 4 batarangs. 4 of them are different. You get the EMP rifle. You get the grapple gun. You get the sticky bomb. You get the mouthpieces. And then you get these different hands. The hands are great. They're very pliable. They're not a hard plastic. You can move the fingers around to better adjust for picking things up and holding things. So the hands are great. They really are great. So here are the different mouthpieces. You take the head off and you just kind of poke it out right there. So the mouthpieces, they're pretty much all the same. There's only slight variations on each mouth. As you can see, you're probably not going to see much of a difference, and they're really not worth flipping and swapping out. At least in my opinion, it would have been nice to have had more of a growl, but we didn't really get that. So we get kind of 3 almost neutral mouth looks, but excellent sculpt, really great. Very, very nice. So that's the head. Now, taking a look at the figure, here we go. I'll try to keep this in focus. It doesn't stay in focus the whole time. Sorry about that. But you can get a look at the suit. The suit is great. It has excellent sculpting and engineering on it. You take a look at the top. Everything really just kind of sticks out. It's not a smooth suit at all. Everything is very, very layered, I guess is maybe the better word. So take a look down. His boots. I'll try to get this in better focus in a second. You see the, yeah, in and out. Sorry, guys. Um, you can kind of see the detail on the boots, on the sculpts. You'll see it again in a second. Here we go. So you take a look at right there. It looks great. It really, really does look great. You know, underneath that padding on the suit, that texture that they give you, it's really nice. This is a very, very nice piece. And you know, if this is the first to come for InArt with this line, it's very promising. It's not a perfect figure, and I'll get into that in a moment, but it is very nice. So I got the standard version. It did not come with the Christian Bale head sculpt, so I can't really show that off. So let's take a look at the articulation. The head goes down to there. You get a neck movement, and you also have the peg, the swivel with the actual head. So you get different ranges. So that's down and that's up. Now moving side to side, you do get some really good range. Here it is going to its right and going to its left. When you move the head all the way around, there's no friction. Doesn't come loose or anything. So you can kind of move it all around. Here's how it looks from the front view, looking down and then looking up. There's no real gap there with the neck, so that's really good engineering on their part. I wish Metacom would take a note there. So there's that shoulder pad. You can move that, and get better range on the right arm. The left arm on mine, I didn't get the same range. It was giving me a little bit of trouble. I didn't want to push it too much. I obviously didn't want to break the figure. I just got it. But pushing it, I didn't quite get 90 degrees on the left. I'm sure if I messed around with it, I'd get it, but it's probably like 88, 89 degrees there on the left arm. The right arm is good. So 360 degrees around. You get a double jointed elbow, which is fantastic. Very good. And you do get a bicep swivel. They mask it very, very nicely with the suit. So far, so good, guys. So far, so good. So moving the arms back, if you don't adjust that shoulder piece, you can move them back to about there, and then moving them forward. Let's see, we'll check out the butterfly. There's not much of a butterfly, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's all right. So there's, for the ab crunch, there is an ab crunch. Some people have been saying there's nothing. You do get to there, which is, for the suit, it's not too bad. The real issue is you don't really get much range at all moving back. That's all you're gonna get. Now, on the upper torso, there are three pieces there. So there's the chest, then you get kind of the sternum there, and then you get the regular torso. So there's the three pieces. They're all well connected, and you can move the figure around accordingly. So good range, very good range if you want to move the figure, especially if he's holding one of the guns. It's very good for being able to turn the body as opposed to just trying to get him in a good position. So that belt, we'll look at the leg there. The leg moves, it's kind of attached there, the top piece. The belt, it hangs, but it is attached to the waist there in the back. So you can move it around a little bit in the front, but you can't really move it much at all. And that's okay as long as it comes attached in the right way. So 90 degrees moving forward, maybe a little bit more. And then, whoops. Not a big deal, not a big deal. So let's try that again with the other foot, with the other leg. Again, 90 degrees going forward, and you get basically nothing going back. So that leg is going to keep popping off right there. You have a double jointed knee, which is great. It's very good. And then you get that thigh swivel action right there. Now, in terms of doing a Van Dam, he goes out to about there. We'll get into the feet in a moment and the boots. So there's nothing on the boot in terms of swivel. The feet go down and up there. You get the toe articulation. So again, going down there, you can see there's a bit of a gap going up there. And the gap going up is a lot more noticeable, as you can see. So there's that gap when you put the foot down. The rocker on the ankles, you can move it out. Get to about there. It's got the Power Ranger pose right there. So I don't really see Batman needing more than that. Now here's a little bit of a pose. This is him with his sticky bomb gun. You can't do much with the figure. The cape, again, it's not wired. It just drapes. It would have been nice to have had the option of having a wired cape. Here he is with the Batfleck. This is the Mafex Batman. You can see the height difference. It is considerable. So he's not going to scale with that. But these are the old Mafex from the Dark Knight trilogy, Scarecrow and the Joker. You can see scales very well with those. So those are more in line with the Figuarts. A little bit more true 1/12 scale. So here we go. Final thoughts. It's a great figure. The cape doesn't sit well when you put the chest piece back on. It's magnetized and it's supposed to hold in, but it doesn't. The cape keeps coming out. the chess piece doesn't fully sit flush. So that's always going to be an issue. The batarangs are a bit small, so they're easy to lose. But other than that, it's a great figure. Really is. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Be good, be safe, and see you next time.